Launched in 2019, Debank offers a one-stop shop for users looking for a DeFi portfolio management tool. From just a single dashboard, users can track not just their crypto holdings, but also monitor their assets in DeFi projects, trade positions, wallet balances on decentralized exchanges, as well as lending and borrowing details. Debank is funded by firms such as Sequoia, Coinbase Ventures, and Circle, bringing its total valuation to over $200 million. Back in October 2022, Debank jumped on the socialfi bandwagon and launched Debank Hi, a Web3 chat application embedded in its wallet tracking platform where users are paid to receive messages, thus monetizing attention. Then earlier this year, Debank rolled out Debank Stream, a Web3 social feed that calculates and rewards users' contributions on its platform. On top of that, Debank had also announced a couple months ago that it would be launching its own layer 2 based on the OP stack. Although a token airdrop is not confirmed yet, there have been rumors that Debank is likely to conduct one in the future. The criteria to be eligible for their airdrop is likely to involve making use of the features of their new socialfi platform. So let's go over what you'll need to do to be eligible for Debank's potential airdrop. To get started, you will need to head over to debank.com and log in with your Web3 wallet. You can use any of the supported wallets, but we recommend using Debank's very own Rabi wallet, as one of the eligibility criteria may involve functions inside of this wallet. Referring friends to use Debank could result in more rewards as you help spread the word on Debank. After you have logged into Debank, go to your profile by pressing the home button on the left. Then navigate to the bottom right and click on the share button, and a pop-up will show. At the bottom is your referral link. Simply copy the URL and share it to your friends. Anyone accessing Debank using your link counts towards your contribution points. Next up, we will want to engage with the Debank Stream community, as social engagement on its platform is a likely criteria to qualify for an airdrop. Do keep in mind that you will need to have a minimum of $100 in token value within your wallet address to be able to engage with the community on Debank Stream. Alternatively, you can also mint a Web3 ID to enable posts from your profile, which we will get to in just a bit. To get to Debank Stream, click on Stream on the left and a social timeline will appear. Here you can see any new posts from people you are following, trending posts and hashtags, as well as top contributors on Stream. Engage with the community by creating posts, reposting, as well as commenting and pressing the trust button on other users' posts. Being active on Stream via social engagement may put you in a good spot for a potential airdrop and helps your profile stand out as well. Moving on, let's register your account on Debank Layer 2, which is not mainnet yet, but will be used as an asset layer when it's rolled out. On your profile, click on Debank L2 Unregistered. You will see a message from Debank stating that you have yet to register your Debank Layer 2 account. Click on the Register button to begin. On the pop-up, you will be prompted to select a blockchain for your registration process. Simply select the most convenient or cheapest blockchain for you to use. You will then be prompted to sign a key on your wallet and then pay a gas fee to complete a registration on Debank's smart contract. Once the transaction is confirmed, you'll be prompted to set a password to encrypt your Debank key. The Debank key will be used to validate transfers in your Debank Layer 2 account in the future, but for now, you have registered your Layer 2 account. Now, you can also deposit some funds into the L2, so pick a chain, token, and deposit amount, then confirm. It wouldn't hurt to try out their Debank Hi feature, where you can send a message to any blockchain address or Web3 ID. The minimum cost for sending a message to someone who doesn't follow you is at $1. To do so, go over to the Hi tab and key in an address, type your message, and hit the send button on the bottom right. Then confirm the transaction by clicking on Pay to Send. Another thing that you could do is minting a Web3 ID. Now, this step is optional and will cost you $96. However, it will add a custom name or ID to your profile and helps to make you stand out. To mint your Web3 ID, simply go to your profile and click on Mint your Web3 ID, and you will be brought to your account settings. On the Web3 ID section, click on the Pay to Mint button, and you will be shown a pop-up to enter your desired required ID. Once you have entered your ID, simply click on the Pay and Mint button, sign the transaction on your wallet, and you should now have an ID to your profile. Having a Web3 ID allows you to create Debank proposals or vote on them, which could be one of the eligibility criteria to qualify for a potential airdrop. The next step will be requesting a Debank testnet gas token on Rabby wallet, which you'll need to set up. You will first need to claim a Rabby badge, which also requires you to have already performed a swap within Rabby wallet. If your wallet is funded, you can start swapping tokens right away by clicking on swap. Select your chain and your tokens to be swapped and get your quotes. Select the DEX you would like to perform the swap on and proceed. You may see a message that says you need to enable the exchange, so simply enable the exchange and you will be good to go. After you have done the swap, go back to your Rabby wallet, click on More, and then click on Claim Rabby Badge. On the pop-up, click View Your Claim Code, and you will be brought to a web page on Debank to mint your badge. Click on Mint and copy your claim code. Head back to your Rabby wallet and enter the claim code and click on the claim button. And voila, you have claimed your Rabby badge. Aside from just the Rabby badge, there are a lot more badges that you could claim on Debank as well. So simply click on More from the sidebar, go to Web3 badges, and you will find a long list of badges up for grabs. Claim badges would appear on your Debank profile and could add to your eligibility for any future airdrop. You can now click on Request Debank testnet gas token and request up to 0.1 USD per day on the Debank testnet. It doesn't seem like there's much you can do with the Debank testnet token now, but this is currently one of the ways you can interact with the testnet. Well, that is all for our guide on the potential Debank airdrop. A tip on being in a better position for an airdrop is to be active on Debank Stream and engage with the community regularly, and don't forget to request your daily Debank testnet gas token allowance. If you would like to learn more about crypto social apps, you don't want to miss our video on FriendTech right here.